In the holiday, when Cameron Diaz is drinking wine straight from the bottle in the grocery store because she's so frustrated, for being honest, I think a lot of agents have felt that way after this year in real estate.
So true. Also, that's my top favorite movie scene ever. But also when she's trying to fit into that tiny bathtub in the English cottage, that is what so many agents are doing with their marketing.
Right? They're trying to squeeze their personality, their life, and their expertise and everything they know they should be doing into a marketing plan that wasn't built for them in the first place.
Inside Modern Agent Social Club, we give you the space to actually build a brand and a marketing plan that fits you, one that feels fun, personal, and that positions you as the go-to agent in your community.
Now, we want you to make time for cozy nights at home watching movies like The Holiday, but Q4 is your runway for 2026, and our luxury marketing platform is the perfect place to start.
So get out of the tiny bathtub, pour the wine, and join us inside Modern Agent Social Club today so you can start 2026 with clarity and momentum.
I feel like Clark Griswold because I can say drum roll please and then joy to the world.
Sorry, I thought you were going to keep going. I was really into that.
I didn't know what else to say. It's like a snowball effect, which is appropriate.
It is a snowball
it's snowing
effect.
outside for me right now.
Yes.
How do I get more leads?
How do I stand out in my market?
Is it unprofessional to talk about my kids on Instagram?
Should I have one account or two?
Do I really need a personal brand as a real estate agent?
We are the Modern Agent Marketing Girls. We are two agents turned marketing experts who believe you can become the go-to real estate girl in your market all because you are you. I'm Chelsea Peterson, founder and CEO of Modern Agent Social Club.
And I'm Kayla Fox, Modern Agent's content creator. Let us be your guide as we talk about what it means to market your real estate business the modern way.
So refill your favorite beverage, open your notes app, and get ready to build a business and a brand you're obsessed with. Let's go. Happy holidays, Kayla.
Good morning, Chelsea. Welcome back to another episode of Modern Agent Marketing Girls. It has been a little while since we have sat in the studio. It's kind of fun to talk to you again.
It is fun. We got so far ahead and then we let that just carry us. So now we are back
we let that
to
gravy train run.
back to
all
back
out.
recording. In fact, we just did a call with our members, and I just want to read this because I have to tell you so you could tell someone else. You guys should talk about the podcast. It's so good, and I don't hear you talk about it much. I joined because of it and camp, of course, but it's a great place for newbies, and I've learned so much from it. So thank you, Ashley, for sharing that. And I just wanted that to be a little reminder to all of you. If you have a friend that is wanting to dive into their marketing this holiday season and not wait till the new year, they're going to want to hear this episode because we are going to make this so simple and so fun. And tell at least one friend, and we will forever be grateful.
Yeah. Our hope is that this episode is like a giant permission slip to do things your way, to still have fun, to still market your business, but not let it take over your whole life because who has time for that anyway, right?
Exactly. Have you ever tried the Olipop fake sodas or whatever they are?
I have, but not that flavor, that ginger ale.
Okay. Well, they're really, I feel strong for being a not sugary soda, but look at how cute the can is.
Very
for the holidays. This is my festive thing of the day because I'm wearing black and I'm boring.
There you go.
I have my beverage. That's my pop of personality.
Always on brand for you. It's really good. You know what? That is so fun. What else do you gravitate towards this time of year? When you get dressed in the morning or when you're thinking about oh, I'm going to take B-roll. What do I want to have in the background? You took B-roll the other day and put it in our stories. It looks so pretty with your Christmas tree in the background and all of that. Kind of go into your thoughts on that real quick before we dive into this because it just makes consumption more fun.
I love lights of any kind. My fireplace being on is a key. Easy to repeat. We have a gas fireplace, which makes it easy. It's been snowing a lot here, which I am so happy about because last year I think it snowed once and we were in Florida and we got no snow. So we've had so much snow. So last night I actually took out my Instagram stories and filmed out my front window and it was snowing and you could see our outdoor lights and it just looked so peaceful. And then I of course pair that with a Christmassy song. I mean, here's the thing. You can even take a B-roll clip of you in the kitchen stirring together pancake batter, and then you pick a holiday song to put over the top of your reel or even just your story, and it feels holiday. So in any capacity during the holidays, it's the music, It's the lights, it's the ambiance, it's having like Home Alone on in the background. I
Yeah.
mean, that could be like in the background of whatever it is you're doing.
Mhm.
I also love B-roll shots too, where like your phone is kind of further back and it's almost like viewing you in the room. So like I did one, I put it on my TV stand and then I went and walked and sat on the couch and you could kind of see like a glimmer of lights from the tree and you could see me sitting on the couch, but I'm like further back. I feel like sometimes we think, oh, B-roll, and I got to be like right there in my
Right.
face. And it makes it easier too. Like I wasn't even really camera ready. I just had like a cute sweatshirt on and like cozy things, but it looked like good. Like I'm like, I like
Yeah.
it. That was fine. Or even like of you in the kitchen. Like so much of our life happens in the kitchen. Like what is it? The kitchen is the heart of the home. It
Yep.
really is. And whether you're making your meals in there just for you and your family, or you are making a cup of tea, or you're pouring a glass of wine, like it's just a cozy atmosphere. So like having your phone almost looking into the kitchen at you, walking in and doing one of those things, great B-roll.
Yeah, I love that
What
so
about you?
much. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle stages of everything right now because I've said this before, but we got a new couch for a living room, I think last year, and it's fantastic. But the thing is huge because we always are hosting and, we'll have like our coaching staff over. Well, that's like 14 like football player men, you're right. So you need plenty of room for people to sit down. So our couch is huge. So it breaks all the rules of like design and all that stuff. Like it's right against the wall, right against window, but like we needed the space, right? So, but because of that, we don't have room for a Christmas tree on our main floor. So we had to move it to the basement. So right now I feel like kind of discombobulated because yes, we still go to the basement, but it's mostly where like the kids hang out. So I haven't really like sat in front of the tree a whole lot. But I did invest in some nice garland. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. And it has like little twinkle lights in it. And I had that on our staircase. And that I'll keep up until March. Like it's just very cozy, very like warm and inviting. And then one of my favorite things is we have a bunch of battery operated like candles that look like those candlesticks that you just press a little button on the bottom. We have those. I think I have 20 of them on our main floor and we'll just like light those at night and it makes everything feel so much more cozy. So I like doing that too, but I look forward to the day because eventually we're going to put in a fireplace on our main floor and we'll have a little bit more room when we do that to have a Christmas tree on the main floor. And so maybe by next Christmas, I'll have that like little perfect spot where like the stockings are hung from the mantle and like the trees there and all of that stuff. But right now it's just kind of everywhere. But we always go on vacation right after Florida, or right after Christmas, we go to Florida. So as much as I'm in like holiday mode and prepping for the holidays and all of those things, I'm also in like, well, don't buy too much food because I don't want this food to go bad while we're gone and all of that stuff. So we're just in this messy middle right now, but I think that's real life.
You know, the only thing you need is, and you have it, is twinkle lights. Like I go back to Jessica Garvin, my favorite creator, and she says like the only thing you need to feel holiday and magical is twinkle lights. So like I'll notice in her stories, they're everywhere. They're like wrapped around her diffuser on her kitchen counter. They are on her coffee table. You know, you get the
Yeah.
battery powered ones.
Yep.
They are strung through the garland. I mean, like twinkle lights. If you had twinkle lights in every B-roll or video this month, like
Yeah.
your stories would be so fun to watch and so magical. And then like yesterday it was so like gloomy and cloudy. I'm like that's a perfect day to capture
Mhm.
real content because you don't have like I love natural sunlight coming in, but if you don't have like the perfect angle of the sun, the gloom kind of makes the video look really aesthetically pleasing and then you
Yeah.
add twinkle lights to that and it's like, ooh, so good. So
Yeah.
get some
So
twinkle lights,
cozy.
get a gloomy day and capture some B-roll, which we'll get to eventually here.
The bottom line is this is one of the easiest times to show up, which seems backwards because you feel like, but I'm so busy or I've got so much going on. Those are like, if you are a documenter more than you're a creator, right? Which is what we hope that all modern agents are, then you have so much to document. There's so much going on, so much fun and festivities and all of that. And even if you don't have this like picture perfect moment, again, there's twinkling lights everywhere you go, right? There's falling snow, there's all of those things. If you can capture those things and share that, that just makes things feel warm and cozy. Because we were saying off air about how like this time of year, even the people who are probably looking to move soon, when they're getting on Instagram to scroll, they're not thinking like, I want to learn more about buying a house. But they're thinking like, I just want to get lost in something for a little bit, So they can get lost in your content that maybe has some real estate sprinkled in, but it is majority like holiday, cozy, feel good content that's like relatable, that mentions like nostalgic things like Home Alone and like, or if it even just has like cozy Christmas music playing along with it, like that's what they stay for. And then that's how you like, again, you start to live kind of rent free in their brain because they're continuing to go to your account. The problem is we live in a world that is just overconsumption to the max. I don't think it's possible right now to get on any social media and not see an ad that tells you the sale ends today. I always love when they say that. I'm like, clearly this is a lie. But like anything like that, right? Like we're told like, oh, this is the viral whatever that everyone's talking about that you need. And now's your chance. And it's your one, like we're just so inundated with like all of these messages that we don't have enough, that we need more, and that we're one click away from happiness, right? And when we step away from that, we know none of those things are true. But the ads are just getting so good. Like people are so good at trying to convince you and all of these things. And so it's just so noisy.
Now it's holiday shipping ends soon. I'm like, it's December 9th. What do you mean holiday shipping ends soon? So yeah, it's very overstimulating. I've had like, I don't know. I've had like moments where Thanksgiving was late this year, and I don't think that helps anything.
No.
Because then I got like panicked one night that like Christmas was over, but it's not over. And I'm like, I can't fit my to-do list into what like the time I have left. And not even to-do list, but like my want list, like things I want to do. And I kept seeing like reel after reel of like, oh, do this craft, or you should do this fun thing with your kids, and you should bake this and do this. And I'm like, I just felt like frantic on the inside and overstimulated of like, I need to like shut down this noise. So I made my own holiday bucket list. And I said like, this is mine. This is what I want to do. And like one was like, I have to find it. One was like bake cookies. And one was, I want to have a sleepover, like get out like sleeping bags and like all the comfy things on the floor and do like a movie night by the tree, like lay on the ground, not the couch. Oh, here it is, my Christmas list. Tree decorating with homemade pizza, red wine, and Home Alone. I did that.
Yeah.
Make homemade lattes and Santa mugs. Haven't done that, but like, how about I just press start on my Nespresso? I don't need to make a homemade latte. Watch as many Christmas movies as I can. I'm not quite there yet. I've watched like 2. Read a holiday-themed book. I am reading The Gingerbread. This book always comes up in our calls. The Gingerbread Bakery. Take family photos at the farm on the lane. I haven't done that. Christmas shopping day in our town to buy as many gifts as possible from local spots. Make breakfast for dinner in our PJs. Have a slumber party by the tree. Make hot chocolate and go see Christmas lights and shop for a holiday dress.
I love that. I love it so much. And see, it really is like, I think it's a matter of being intentional, right? That's you drowning out all the noise of like, you need to buy this and you need to go here and you need to see this. And it's like, hold on, like what actually matters to me? And I think that's like so in line with our whole like modern agent theory of like, you don't have to do things everybody else's way. You get to do things your own way, right? Because if you don't, you end up living someone else's life and then you're not even spending your time the way that you want to spend your time. I shared this example recently, but I have this Christmas cactus and I bought it last year. It was beautiful. It was like really big, full of blooms, all of that. I brought it home, put it in our dining room where there was like lots of really good natural light, and I water it once a week and all of the things. I've done all the things right. However, all the blooms soon fell off, and then nothing has ever happened since. Literally this whole year, I actually thought, well, it probably doesn't bloom again until Christmas time. That's why they call it a Christmas cactus. That would be incorrect. So
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, no, Kayla, it's just not time yet.
Yeah, no, we're dead wrong. So one day, my sister came over and I was telling her I'm just so frustrated because every once in a while I'll see like something start to bloom, like there's like a bud there, but then nothing ever happens. And she said, why don't you move it somewhere where it doesn't get as much natural light? And I'm like, no. This is a Christmas cactus. It needs like lots of light. And she's like, I think it's getting too much light. So I took her advice because I had nothing else to go on. And I moved it to our bathroom, which has like one small window in it. And I thought, well, this is the end of this is life. But also, it's not like it was doing well before. So I put it in there, and I'm not kidding, within a week, I was like, oh my gosh, there's little pink buds all over this thing. And now it is like bloomed so much. Like, almost every single leaf on there has something blooming from it. And I just thought, okay, like I was filling it with good things, but it was too much. It was way too much light for this thing to thrive. And I think that's what we do so many times, right? Like we like sell ourselves on all of these messages that like we just need all the matching Christmas pajamas and we just need the photos with Santa and we just need to have this tradition where we do that, we like all the things. And at some point in time, it's like, but wait, what do I want to do or what's important to me? And when we can peel some of those things away, even if they're good things, when we can peel some of those things away, maybe then we can actually bloom and thrive and grow the way that we actually pictured ourselves doing to begin with. So I am trying to tell myself that too. Like even right now, I kind of feel this pressure, especially as like a mom who's like, half my kids don't believe in Santa anymore. The other half are still going strong. I'm trying to like be this like maker of magic and I'm trying to savor these moments, but also like I'm trying to get a lot of work done before we leave because I want to be fully present with my family the whole time we're in Florida. So like, how do you balance that? And for us, maybe that looks like not doing all the festive things, but picking just a few things like what you did. Like pick a handful of things. This is what we're going to do. And everything else, we're just going to say no to. And we're not going to feel bad about that.
It's really hard because I think the worst part is that the overstimulation or the, oh, I should do all this, it creates this, it like disrupts your nervous system internally where you don't feel content. And
Yeah.
that's the worst feeling. It's not even like, oh, I got to check all this off. It's like if you're a busy, frazzled, crabby, frantic mom running around because you want to check off all the things, what was the point of doing all the things? And honestly, like our marketing is the same way. Like, oh, like what is the trend today? I got to do it. I got to be on it. What's the algorithm change today? Like our goal for you, if you're listening, is not only to reduce the noise during the holidays and just do the things you want to do. Like make your list. I made it in my notes app and then make a reel out of it. I don't know. Have fun. Just
Right.
have fun with it. Have the twinkle lights in it. Have you pouring your cute little beverage in it, like with your little Santa hat guy, or wear a Santa hat. Okay, but also our goal for you is not to feel frantic about social media and about your marketing and how can we show up, whether it's holidays, whether we're going on vacation, whether we have all the free time in the world without feeling that sense of like where you feel, oh my God, like I have to do this and this and this, and you can't settle down. Like that is the worst place to create from because all it does is paralyze you. So
Yeah.
there's an episode of the Every Girl podcast. I haven't finished listening yet, but it's called How to Hack Your Brain to Feel Less Addicted to Your Phone. You'll never doom scroll again after this episode. I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you if that's true. But she had some tips that she shared about this, like that I saw on her on the Every Girl account. And one of the things that I think is so important for agents, and this so ties into your marketing and the holidays, like whether you're just wanting to like sit and actually watch the movie without scrolling, or you want to sit and watch a movie with your family without worrying about what you're going to post next. Like, so she talks about dopamine. It's a motivation chemical, motivated our ancestors to hunt, find shelter, etc. And now we get a dopamine spike from our phones, creating addiction and an artificial sense of accomplishment, which drains our motivation. So your phone, by scrolling, makes your brain think like, I'm doing something productive, when in fact, all you're doing is creating this internal chaos or stress or anxiety or whatever. Whether you're scrolling fun, happy Christmas things that maybe in your brain are making you think, gosh, I'm so behind. Or you're consuming other people doing great creative marketing things that are making you feel like, gosh, I'm so behind. So one of the first recommendations is like accomplish something before you look at your phone. Even if it's make your bed, brush your teeth, go for a walk, make breakfast, like don't look at your phone, put it somewhere else. Like Mel Robbins said one time, if the first thing you do is look at your phone when you wake up, you are giving yourself to all the media instead of to your own life and the way you make your like better yourself. Like that makes me sick when I think about that, right? So like put the phone down. And that way your brain's dopamine will get its hit elsewhere and it won't be reliant on the phone, the false sense of dopamine. And then another idea they had is phone fasting. Stay off your phone for at least the first 30 minutes of your day. I have been doing this at night and this has felt so good. Like I'm like, if I'm going to sit down, whether we're going to play a game, last night we played the Candyland Grinch edition, whether it's like that or I'm reading a book or we're watching a movie, like I actually want to watch it or I actually want to read it without stopping as my phone buzzes. Like I just put it in the other room while it's like the evening time and it feels so good. And sometimes I fall off that wagon, but I've been really trying to do that. And then I feel actually rested and ready for bed instead of stimulated and like, gosh, I'm so behind in life. And then the other thing was use your phone as a reward rather than a default. So check it after you get a hard work task done, i.e., maybe you check it after you post your own content instead of doom scrolling, feeling behind, and then posting. That will probably make the thing you post not as good because now you're comparing and all the things that stir
Yeah.
up your brain, But check it then, check it after getting ready or after cleaning the kitchen, just do other things. Or like, I even think, I mean, rather than scrolling, listening to a podcast, turning on Christmas music on Spotify, there are so many good Spotify Christmas playlists. Any like lighting a candle, like do something to make your environment like feel fun and festive and happy and calm and
Mhm.
leave all that noise on the phone. Leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a post from Pretty Little Marketer recently that was really similar to that. This was like looking back at 2025, and she said, offline is the new luxury. She said, opting out has become a power move. Disconnection has gotten reframed as status, safety, and protection. So she said, people aren't leaving social media, but they're recalibrating their internet experience. But I just thought, like, okay, offline is the new luxury. And I kind of feel that way. And I think that's one thing, like, and we're not getting into like email today, but that is one reason why we are so passionate about email in general, is because social media will always be there. There will always be a need for it. And that's where you capture attention, right? Like, that's the whole point. Like, get their attention, get them to like drawn in, and then like lead them somewhere else, because people are growing weary and they're not going to want to stay in this like fast pace, what's trending next. Like, at some point in time, we need something that feels more trustworthy and relationship driven. And and one of the examples she gave on Pretty Little Marketer was Substack. But like email, that's where you can really like build community, build trust, have that long form conversation. We're big fans of podcasting. Obviously, that's another great way to do it. But like at some point in time, as you continue to grow your brand, that's a really great avenue to go. But of course, that's not what we're actually talking about today. It's just, I love bringing that up though, just to let people know, like, hey, you have permission and you're not going to fall behind if you're like, I can only do my phone for 30 minutes a day for a little while. That actually is like a real gift that I think you deserve. And so treat yourself to that.
I have a little secret actually. The way we teach marketing is meant to make that actual thing happen, to make offline being the new luxury. I've never thought of it being called that, but like when we think about the things, we're not telling you to like make sure you know everything about the algorithm, make sure you follow every trend, make sure you use every trending audio, make sure like we could care less about you knowing that. We figure that stuff out so that you don't have to ever worry about it. Like if you see a post that says it, like keep scrolling, like just ignore it. Like we need to lean into the things that are going to build our brand, that are going to make us stay top of mind, but that doesn't mean we have to always be on, like in on mode when it comes to social media. That like honestly sucks the life out of me. And I've built a really successful business twice using social media, real estate, and now this.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to do it. There are other ways. And in fact, during Thanksgiving weekend, we did a little Black Friday thing and I had all these emails scheduled to go out, and we have a brand. And even though I did not really show up in real time on social media at all, I had some pre-recorded stories. I spent the whole week with my family and we had a lot of new business happen. So like that's our goal for you, is you are able to be in control of how that ship is sailing, how things are operating. And it's not all about real time. It's not all about being like in real life, on camera all the time, documenting everything. Like you can document quite a little slice of life
Right.
and work and make it seem like you're always there. And that's our
Yeah.
goal for you.
Yeah, exactly. So we came up with a few little shifts of ways to stay visible, but to also be present and to live your life. So do you want to just go over some of these? The first one is just show your face. If you're going to post anything, if you are going to hop on stories, if you are going to post a reel, if you're going to post a carousel, whatever it is, put your face in there somewhere, whether it's the photo of you or obviously like face to cam talking to the camera. Doing that is going to move the needle for you. It gives you so much more like bang for your buck. Like it's going to like take that content further. People are going to connect with that more. You could post the exact same piece of content and have it be a beautiful photo of like your living room behind it. Your face is going to win every time. And I don't care how photogenic you think you are, or I don't care even what the quality of the photo is. Like if you're in it, it'll do better. If you're going to post anything at all this holiday season, just put your face in it.
Even if it's B-roll, like that still counts. If you are in it, you don't have to be talking face to cam, but get yourself into the actual screen so that it feels like, oh, this is Chelsea's piece of content. This is Kayla's piece of content, not just like, here's another reel about
Yeah.
whatever, more noise.
Yeah,
Another
exactly.
thing to stay visible is to just document what you're doing. So why this makes everything change is because you don't have to add to your to-do list. You're just documenting what's happening in life regardless. And I don't mean sharing every single moment of your life, but if you can add to your story 4 times throughout the day, so maybe you set an alarm and you start at 9 a.m. and you share something from your morning routine.
Yeah.
And then 3 other times throughout the day, so maybe 2 things that are like middle of the workday, and then 1 that's what are you doing? Playing Candyland Grinch
Yes.
edition? Are you watching a movie? What are you making for
Yeah.
dinner? Just the regular real life moments that leads to conversations, and that leads to people in your DMs. And without people, we don't get more business.
Yeah, I mean, people are our whole business, right? So you absolutely need to have that. The other thing that we really would love for you to do to really stay visible is to like stay local. Like whether you're posting something and you're acknowledging a local maker or a local business or a local coffee shop or wherever, or if you were just like capturing content and it's of the big Christmas tree in the square downtown or whatever, like that's something local. Obviously, shopping local, stopping in at stores, like again, it's not just about your online life, it's about your offline life too. But when you are able to be present in your community and to have your community be present in your content, you are going to reach the right people, right? Because you're a local business owner, you sell homes locally. So get the most amount of exposure with the least amount of effort. And that literally can be obviously, like I said, like posting local things, including your city name, tagging your location or whatever in your content, but it also can be stopping in at a local store. While you're at those local stores, by the way, don't just like go in and out like a normal shopper, but like strike up a little conversation with the cashier or like look for the people. I can't tell you, I still do it. It's so funny. But like if I'm at one of our stores and someone is, standing in line, I end up talking to them about something and it's not, groundbreaking, but it's just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I saw that too. And that was so cute. I was tempted to buy one of those. Or did you see that they have those back here too? Or, oh, is this your first time here? This is my favorite store. Like whatever those little conversation pieces are, even just like complimenting, like, hey, I really like your jacket or whatever it is. Striking up those conversations, like the people, like I think we forget this, but the people that we brush shoulders with, whether we're going to the gas station or whether we're stopping at the grocery store or whether we're going out for dinner or whatever, those people are probably a chunk of them are seeing us on Instagram. Like they might not ever say it and they might be sitting there thinking, is that her? Like, I think that's her. So if you can give them some kind of positive interaction with you, even if you have no idea who they are, they're going to be not only all the more likely to look at you as like a trusted person, but they're probably going to feel more comfortable interacting with you more in the future. If they have a friend who's like considering moving or ever, they're probably going to be like, no, she's like the real deal. Like really, you should follow her. Like just those tiny little interactions can make a huge difference. And that's what being local is all about. Hey, we have big goals for you to help you sell more houses, build a brand you love, and become the go-to agent in your community.
And we are working hard to make that happen, from preparing new podcast episodes every week to creating free resources to constantly improving the Modern Agent Social Club membership so marketing feels easier and more effective for you.
We also have big goals for this podcast to get these conversations into the ears of more agents who are desperate for that same transformation.
If this show has helped you this year, it would mean so much if you left a 5-star review to tell us something you like about the show. And when you do, you can email a screenshot of it to support@modernagentsocialclub.com for a free gift from us.
Another thing you could do, share our show with a real estate friend. You'll be their hero for sending them an hour of encouragement each week, and it takes less than a minute.
And meanwhile, we'll be over here brainstorming more ways we can support you and your business. Okay, back to the show. This wasn't on our list previously, but as we say all these things, one of the things I would add is get ready in the morning. I know it sounds so simple, but when we go out, even just to grab coffee in the morning, I always get ready. I always put on like an outfit that I feel good in. It doesn't need to be fancy, but maybe I like coordinate. I'm not just wearing like sweatpants or pajamas. But what that does is when you are ready, you're more ready to show up. You're more ready to have the conversation.
Yeah.
You're more ready to ask the person working, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. How's it going? Like, I always ask when I'm in line at the store, like, I feel like they won't really say anything. And I'll say, like, how are you? And then, like,
Yeah.
they keep talking, you know?
Yep.
So if you're not ready, you're not going to feel like doing any of these things, like showing your face, like documenting what you're doing, going out locally, having conversations. But if you're ready, you're going to feel more confident. And that's
Yeah.
going to make you want to say something and want to capture content and want to, and I mean, you can have a 5-minute makeup routine from Merit. I mean, like, I use some Merit makeup lately. Don't judge me today if you can see this video, because I really need some tanning stuff on, which I usually do, and I just am not. Anyways, the Merit 5-minute makeup routine seriously takes me 5 minutes, and I feel so much better. Now, if I'm going out, I do a little bit more, but like that's like my day, and I like my day to day, and I feel better, like better than if I do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, put your hair in a cute bun. Put a headband in. I got my hair done the other day, and the girl had like a sparkly headband on, and I said, like, oh my gosh, I love your headband. And like, they have to wear all black at this
Yeah.
salon. And I was like, it just like spices up the black. And she was like, I know. She's like, she's like, I have bangs, and sometimes I want my bangs out of my face, so I wear the headband. And I'm like, I would never know that. But like, she came up with like, it's almost like canceling your excuses. Like, think of the getting ready for the day as your sparkly headband. Like, it's my excuse canceler. Like, I can do this because I'm putting on this, I'm getting ready. I'm getting on my getting ready armor, right? So that can simply just be wearing something that makes you feel good. You don't even have to wear makeup, you know?
Yeah. I completely agree. Chelsea, every day I do 3 things, okay? I do my hair. Even I don't always wash it every day, but I always do my hair. Even if I stay home, I always put on some kind of pink lipstick, and I always shave my legs. And it is every single day. Now, I've got very hairy legs, so I guess some people are like, I only do mine once a month. Congratulations.
I do mine. I do
Do you
mine
do it
every
every
time.
day? Yes. I don't feel like some people think that's crazy, but
I feel put together.
yes, even if I'm just at home. Like, I'm literally right now in like a nicer shirt, but like wearing sweatpants, but like I'm home and I just feel I don't know, I feel more confident and feel better about myself because of
Even
that.
if my husband's out of town, I shave my legs. Like, I'm like, this is for me too. Like, I don't like feeling that feeling.
Yes,
So
exactly.
it makes you feel good. Put earrings on, put on a necklace, like, use accessories. It's like, it sounds so like silly, but when you go to do these other things we're telling you, it makes all the difference.
Yep. It's all the little things that like stack up, right? And these are just like, these are little shifts to how you're going to like show up and spend your day, but they make a big difference.
I was going to say one other thing is, like, when you have this to start conversations with people, like, compliment someone. Because when we think about, like, has anyone ever said something to you that made you feel kind of like question, or like, not question, but like feel like insecure? Like, why did they just say that to me? Now I feel like blank. Like, one time someone told me at a wedding, it was like I think it was a photographer. I don't know. She said, like, you remind me of this person. I don't like that person.
Yeah.
Like the celebrity that she said. So I always been in my head. And she was just recently in a Christmas movie, and I'm like, oh, like,
I have to know who it was.
I'm not saying it on the podcast. It always stuck in my head. So it like bothered me. But if, like, you don't want to be the person that makes, maybe she wasn't trying to say it negatively, but like, you don't want to be the person that makes someone feel negative. Because I also like, she wanted to be our wedding photographer. I'm like, no. So anyways, it's like funny, like, seriously, like, say complimentary things, and it makes someone like you. Like, and don't do it out of like the wrong intentions, obviously. Like, be sincere. But that makes someone like and remember you when you complimented them on something. And if you think about even how you talk to yourself, if you talk to yourself negatively, you think negatively. Like, those little things stick in your head. So like, try to be the opposite of that for someone, like, and they will remember that. Like, it is wild.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I just have one little caveat here. I think sometimes I heard this recently on, I think it was on a podcast or a training or something, about how sometimes, especially as a leader, right? So like you and I, we try to stay on top of like reading of books and like consuming podcasts, doing training, all that, because we want to stay really sharp. We want to always be learning so that we can always add more value to the podcasts for our listeners, for our members, all of that. But also, agents really should be doing the same thing, maybe in a smaller capacity because they're also busy selling real estate and this is not their full-time job. But you have to stay sharp. You have to do things that give you something to say. Like, nothing is worse than being like, well, I know I need to show up on stories, but I have nothing to say. We've said before to like our members, like, hey, just read 10 pages of a business book and then share like one takeaway. Like, it can be that simple every day, or even if you just like screenshot it or something or put it on your stories, but like just those little tiny simple things. First of all, it makes you a more like well-rounded person, and it makes you like people view you as like a leader. But all that being said, this podcast was talking about how like sometimes the people who are really strong leaders and who are like have like this magnetic brand, they have interesting things to say because they have interesting experiences. And it's not because they live glamorous lifestyle necessarily, but it's because they look for opportunities to say yes to things. They look for opportunities to try new things. And I feel like we live in a world where comfort is like totally glorified. And all of us just want, like, we love canceled plans. We love staying in. We love being cozy. And like, I love all those things too. So, like, nothing's wrong with that. But we miss out on a lot of opportunities to like meet new people, to try new places, to, yeah, try new things or like explore or whatever. Like, even parts of our town, like, I'm sure that there are things in your town that people like that would travel to your town that would want to go check out that you're like, oh, I've actually never done that. Like, there's just those little things. But when we take the time to be like, you know what, I am going to add that to my calendar. I am going to make time for fun and like prioritize that. Not only do you actually have more fun, but then you actually have like more interesting things to share. Like, you have like stories to tell your clients. You have stories to tell on your Instagram stories or in your emails or whatever. Like, when we are just living these small lives at home, which I don't say that in a terrible way because I think homes are really powerful and your family's really powerful and there's a lot to be said for that, but take that with a grain of salt. Like, when we're just living life at home in our four walls and we never like expand our horizons, no wonder we feel like we've got nothing interesting to offer or share, right?
Sorry, I thought you were going to keep going. I was really
No,
into that.
I didn't know what else to say. I thought I'd let you take over there. You could take over.
No, you're right. Because getting out of our comfort zone has never like failed me. Getting out of my comfort zone has never failed me. So last week I went and met Katie and Alyssa from Hustle Humbly in Chicago. And I am not an independent person, okay? I either, like growing up, I was always with my best friend. And then I like get married. I love being with my husband. I love being at home. I am the person you have to pull out of the house, which doesn't seem like that because I do a lot. But I am. Like, sometimes I just don't want to go. And it's not that I didn't want to go, but I was like kind of nervous to go stay in a hotel, check in, stay by myself. I mean, they were in the hotel, but like my own room. I had to drive to Chicago and I just felt nervous. And like, that sounds so silly, but I did. But like, I had so much fun and I had the best time. And I finally got to meet Alyssa in person and like all the things. It's like, I told Mark, going out of my comfort zone has never failed me. I met my husband because I decided to fly by myself to meet my sister in Colorado. And I met him on the airplane. Like, I did not want to do that. I did not want to fly by myself to Colorado, but I did it. So like, those are two kind of extreme things. But even just being like, I'm going to go out and sit at a coffee shop and work from here today and have a goal to have at least 3 conversations with people when I'm out and about, or like strike up a conversation or compliment someone or whatever that is. Like, that makes such a big difference. Or maybe for you next year, you're going to start a club. You're going to start a book club or a running club or a craft club. Like, there's clubs galore. Just Google like clubs on Instagram.
Right.
Like, we have an everything club now. And my friends and I, because we're like, well, we're going to do all the things. Let's just do everything.
That's hilarious.
So our like icon in the group chat is a bagel because I think like everything bagel. But anyways, it's so cute. So just like push yourself to do something that you wouldn't normally do. And even if it's one thing this year, like I said, just one little thing, the little things will stack up.
Yeah.
And you will start to enjoy even now. I know that is the case for me, but I still have to push myself. But every time, I don't ever regret it. I never regret it.
No. And what's really, again, what's so cool about that is not only does it get you talking and does it get you out, and does it give you like a little bit of life and something to look forward to. It adds a splash of fun to your life, but also like it gives you so much you can add to your content. I love when people like create some kind of series, and it doesn't have to be this time consuming thing, but I saw one the other day that was like, I'm spending the next 2 weeks tackling everything on my to-do list that I've been putting off. And it's like all these random things from like recalking her bathroom or whatever, like little things like that. But then also like, I really need to finish this paperwork. I really need to like write these thank you notes or whatever it is. But like when you document that, oh my gosh, I like consumed all of it. I was like, oh, this is so interesting. I wonder how she's doing that. And I was also thinking I should publicly announce that I'm going to spend so much time doing something and then document it every day so that I actually get it done. Like, what great accountability. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Built-in accountability.
Yes. So I feel like this is a topic that we should definitely come back to as we talk more about like 2026 goals and stuff in the future, because I think it takes the time to think about like what are the things I want to try or say yes to or like get out of my comfort zone with. But I think if, again, like what you said, if we can all kind of have something in mind by the beginning of the year, I feel like our lives are just going to, and our lives and our brands are just going to have a little bit more depth and a little bit more like interest and like, again, build that magnetic brand that we've actually wanted to build. So that's really fun. But that being said, we have a little holiday marketing action plan, and we kind of put it together in a fun way. So do you want to reveal part of the plan, Chelsea?
Yes. So this plan is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your holiday marketing action plan. So this is your like survival guide to show up for the rest of this month without getting inundated with a million ideas or feeling like I'm just going to shut down because I can't even come up with one because
Right.
there's too many. Like, we're going to tell you what to do right now, and that's it. Put your blinders on, be done consuming ideas until New Year's. Unless you're
Yes.
listening to our podcast, you may do that. Okay, so to start, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we want you to take 5 B-roll clips. So all this means is set your phone, like set it against a cup of water, set it against a stack of books, set it against a candle, set it on the floor or on the ground as you walk up to the door and open it. Like, you don't have to get any kind of fancy tools. Just get 5 B-roll clips that your face, your body are in.
Yeah.
Do you have any other tips for B-roll?
I literally just started taking B-roll right now. I'm going to take a little bit of B-roll of me talking about B-roll. Yeah, go back to the beginning of this episode and listen to what you said about it, right? If you want to have something like cozy, even if you don't want necessarily like Christmas B-roll, but you want something that just kind of feels cozy or whatever, do like make sure there's some kind of twinkling lights in the background. You know, you don't necessarily need the whole Christmas tree, but that can just make it feel like warm and cozy. And we always tell people like, no one is born a great photographer or a great videographer, right? Like, it takes practice, it takes skill. Skill develops over time. So like, take a few clips and then just delete them because we're no good. And then take a few clips and then pick one that you're going to post to your stories. And then take a few clips and then use that in a real, like, you're going to gain confidence and gain knowledge over time, but just practice and be willing to suck at it at first. But the more that you practice, the better you're going to get. And I just finished taking my B-roll clip right there.
Perfect. Even if you don't use them, put them in a folder, name the folder like B-roll, and maybe you never even use them, but take them. Get those reps in, get that practice in, and you'll get better at it. And then eventually you'll be like, I can't wait to take another one.
Yeah.
And that's the goal, because then when you get excited about it and it starts to work, you show up more.
Right.
And then you don't make excuses. And now your marketing starts working because you're consistent. So do you see how that all works together?
It's like a snowball effect, which is appropriate because it's snowing outside for me right now.
Yes.
Snowball.
Number 4 is 4 stories a day. So when I say 4 stories a day, 1 minute of your day. So one story is 15 seconds, whether, I guess if you're talking, it might be a little bit longer, but 4 story slides. So you start with something from your morning routine. Set that alarm to go off at 9 a.m. In fact, we told our members in a training today, set your alarm once a day to log into our website, because our website is designed to let you plan your content the way you want to make sure you add things to your calendar, to make sure that you're using what's there, that you're prompted to do certain things that you don't want to forget. So we said set a timer and log in. So if you remember and you're listening and you didn't hear that in the training, set a timer to log into our website. It's going to be a routine and a ritual that you create. Our website is beautiful. So that's a great time to also take a B-roll clip because it looks really nice. And you can have your marketing set up. You can add your own notes to it and be like listing photos or whatever. And it'll look really pretty for you for your B-roll. So that's another thing you can do. But 4 stories. So 2 throughout the day. This could be like something personal, like getting your nails done. It could be something business related, like showing a house. And then one at the end of the day. So maybe what you're making for dinner, plans that you have, a Christmas get together you're going to. It could be what you're watching on TV, the book you're reading, like anything just completely normal to you, walking the dog, going to walk through the snow, wrapping presents. Like, there's so many things you could document at this time of year. So 4 story clips, 1 minute a day.
Yes. And then for 3, it's 3 local things you can document. So kind of piggybacking on that, but you don't necessarily have to have these just for stories. These could just be anything. So if you are obviously like picking up coffee, picking up takeout from anywhere, picking up pizza, whatever it is, you can document like going through the drive-through or like getting ready to walk in or just holding the coffee in the car, whatever it is. You can also document even like little things like the flower section inside Aldi or whatever, or the little display of like nail polishes as you go to get your nails done. Like, whatever it is, like choose those local spots. And again, the thing with this is your job is not to be the Chamber of Commerce where you are like showing everyone the historical landmarks. landmarks in your neighborhood. Like, this is all about like, where does Chelsea like to shop? Or where does she like to go for whatever? Or like, where if I like her, then I would probably also like this restaurant or this store or whatever. That's what this is all about, right? So just sharing like your point of view as you're going out about in your community. One bonus tip that we always say is if you're going to the post office, especially if you're oh my gosh, if you're mailing holiday cards, like take a photo of you holding a stack of cards in front of the post office. Like that's your documenting right there. You can also take a B-roll clip while you're at it, right? And you'll be able to use that clip again and again and again.
My argument is that every post office is cute, and I believe that there are no ugly post offices. So please, let's do a fun contest actually. Submit your post office photo, DM it to Modern Agent Marketing Girls on Instagram. And I want to see your post offices.
Yes.
Share them to our stories. I think it'd be so cute. So get your picture of your holiday card stack, or just next time you go, hold your coffee up in front of it or take a selfie.
Yeah.
And let's see all the cute post offices. Post offices are local. And when we say 3 local things, I mean like from now until the end of the year, 3 things. That's it. You can do 3 things.
Yeah.
You 100% can do 3 things. Not every day from till the end of the year. Okay. 2, engage with 2 local accounts every day. So when we say engage, if you've ever thought, gosh, my content keeps flopping, or gosh, I don't get any engagement, or oh, I wish I had more followers. If you want any of those things, or you feel like no one ever DMs you, no one ever talks to you, you need to first follow the stories, get your face on your camera with the B-roll, go local places, and most importantly, engage with other accounts. Like think of Instagram like this networking opportunity, and not, hey, I'm Chelsea, the local realtor, in case you need anyone or know anyone who's moving. No, just pure compliment / conversation. So you're leaving a comment on a local business's post, or a local blogger, or a local mom from school. I don't care who it is, but 2 a day. That's so doable. Like, don't touch your phone until after you make your bed, shower, get ready, open your phone, have your coffee, and find 2 people to comment on it. Chances are you'll have fun doing that, and you'll end up doing like 5 or 10. So do that every single day, or do 10 a week if you want a different number of looking at that. But we had to fit in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 2 a day equals 14 a week, actually.
Yes. And then the number one thing we want you to do, I feel like Clark Griswold, because I can say like drum roll, please, and then joy to the world. But we want you to do one new thing and document it. Just like what we said. This does not have to be extravagant. In fact, I use the example off air of like, gosh, I've always thought it would be fun to tell everyone in my family, hey, go dress up and we're going to have dinner at home, and like turn on all the candles and then just be home. But then like everyone look nice and let's have a nice dinner at home or whatever. So just something new. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You don't have to buy tickets to anything. You don't have to go all these random places, but like lean into it. If you've had an opportunity, if you've been invited to do something or ever, like just say yes. Like even if you'd rather stay home, say yes, try something new. And those are the types of decisions like that leaders make that get them in front of people, that give them stories to tell, that even like help them network. Like you want to talk about like networking and brushing shoulders with people and like trying to like make those connections for more referrals and all of that. Like this is how you do it in the most fun way. Like saying yes to trying out like a bunko club somewhere, or saying yes to like checking out this new restaurant or whatever, that's going to get you in front of people and rubbing shoulders with people even more than like, I don't know, like hosting an event that you may or may not have people show up to, right? So have a little bit of fun and try something new. And then of course, yes, document it, but you don't have to document it in the moment. Like you can just like be present. And even if it's a total flop, guess what? The stories that like things did not go well, those are some of the best stories. Okay. Like you can actually like build a deep, fun brand when things don't necessarily go your way, or when things turn out, or when things don't turn out. So, I would love to hear. I don't know what my new thing is going to be yet. I kind of want to think about like, oh, I wonder what my one new thing should be. But whenever we come up with it, we'll definitely document it and share it with you guys.
We sure will. And I have 3 real frameworks to give you, and you can pick one of them to attach to whatever new thing you try. So one could be, you're not sad, you just needed to fill in the blank of whatever the thing you do is. So good, so easy. These are so shareable too. Another one you could do, you look happier. Thanks, I blank, or I blank and blank, whatever the thing is that you try or do, right? And then the third one is just a simple POV. So point of view, you finally try blank, or you finally do this, and then kind of speak to whatever that result was of the
Yeah.
thing. Like, you are never going to go back, or
Yeah.
you're or not never going to go back to the thing, but never going back to not doing the thing. Or like, I finally tried hot yoga, got an iced latte and whatever, and I'm never going to stop going to this yoga studio after today. Like something like that. So POV, you look happier and you weren't sad, you just needed
They're
blank.
so good.
Pick one of those frameworks, show us your new thing, tag us at Modern Agent Social Club or Modern Agent Marketing Girls, and I can't wait to see it. So that's your accountability. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it?
Yes.
I think you got it.
I love that.
And if you're
Oh
on
my
our
gosh.
email list, you're going to get an email with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 summary. So
That's so good.
you can go to modernagentsocialclub.com and then sign up for our email list on our website, and you can get this email this week. If I already sent it out and you're listening late, I don't know.
Good luck to
Take
you.
notes. No, get on the list for the next email I send. Okay, yeah, I think that's it though. So 5 B-roll clips, 4 stories a day, 3 local things you document from here to the new year, 2 local accounts that you engage with per day or 14 a week, and then do 1 new thing and document with one of those real frameworks.
Yeah. If you are actually really struggling with what your new thing should be, can I make a suggestion? Like, text 2 or 3 other agents in your community, whether it's like they're in your brokerage or not, and just be like, hey, do you want to grab lunch? Like, let's just talk. It doesn't have to be like this, like, let's like formulate this plan and help each other, but just like build those relationships and see, like, maybe some of them are going to be like, well, I really want to step up my social media too. And I just don't know, like, help each other. Like, no one's going to be taking any business from you if you're both being successful. Like, people are moving regardless, right? So like, make those connections, keep networking like that, make it in a fun way. And then, yeah, obviously document it. And we cannot wait to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, go grab those Christmas coffees while they're available. Document that, and then document the new thing you did.
Document. That's what we're going to call this episode.
Yeah, no kidding. Document. All right. Thank you guys.
So
Happy holidays. We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
I'm so glad we got to hang out today. If you're as sad as I am that our time is up, I've got good news. There are a couple of different ways we can keep the conversation going.
First, follow us on Instagram at Modern Agent Marketing Girls and introduce yourself in the DMs. Also, we always have a free Modern Agent resource available, so check out today's show notes for the goods.
And finally, hang out with other go-to real estate girls like you and finally create a marketing plan that works when you join Modern Agent Social Club. All the details are in today's notes.
XOXO, the Marketing Girls.